I have read over 65 book series, and today I'm going to tier rank them. If you're new here, my name is Alyssa. I'm a romantasy author. I love to read, and I offer first chapter critique services if anyone's interested. That aside, I'm very excited for today's video because I'm going to be talking about and tier ranking every single book series I've ever read. I have read over 65 book series, and I'm only counting the ones where I've read 2 or more books. So if I've only just read the first book, I'm not counting it in this list. So some of the book series that I've just recently started are not going to make it in this video, unfortunately. But that's okay. Maybe I'll do a part 2 at some point, like down the line when I've read a lot more book series. I love watching tier ranking videos from different bookish content creators on YouTube, so I thought it'd be really fun to make my own. So that's what we're doing today. I'm very excited. Okay, so I have a bunch of different tiers that I created. So the top tier is Changed My Brain Chemistry. These are book series that are like my all-time favorites, like 6 stars series. I love them so much. So yeah, I'm gonna try to be picky with the ones that I put in there. Those are like my top tier book series that I've read. Below that, we have Would Sell My Soul for this series. So these are gonna be book series that I really loved, like 4.5 to 5-star series probably. I feel like this is gonna be kind of difficult because with a book series, sometimes there are books that you favorite over others. Like there might be a book series that you really love most of the books except for like one. So it's gonna be interesting how I do this, but we'll see what happens. Then we got I Fear I Ate This Up. So these are like my, I want to say these are like my 4 stars, you know? They're like probably solid 4 stars for the most part. Then we have I Get the Hype. So it's like I liked it, I get why people like it, but it might not have been my personal favorite, but I get why people like it. Then we have It Was Fine. These are ones that I didn't love, like probably 3 stars and below or anything I'd put in this one, like anything that I felt kind of neutral with or that I didn't really love. Then we have Why Did I Finish This? This is gonna be series that I didn't really like, but I read the whole series anyway. And then we have Life's Too Short, and these are gonna be all the series that I've DNF'd. So we have over 65 book series to talk about, like I said. So grab a snack, get comfortable, and let's get into it. Okay, so these here are all of the book series I've read. I'm hoping I didn't forget any. I might have, but hopefully I didn't forget any. But yeah, these are all the book series I've read. So let's just get started. They're in no particular order. I just uploaded them all to the tier list maker and it randomized the images. So, okay, first we have Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare. I really liked this series. I feel like I really liked all of her other series like more than I liked the Mortal Instruments. So yeah, I feel like this one will go kind of high. Like I think I'm gonna put it in I Fear I Ate This Up. I feel like I did give some of the books 5 stars. I can't remember. This is the Last Hours trilogy. I read this a really long time ago also. So I think I'm gonna put it in I Fear I Ate This Up because I remember really enjoying it, but I can't remember. I don't think it was my favorite of the series. So like of the trilogies. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put that in I Fear I Ate This Up. Okay, then we have Red Rising. I really like Red Rising. I don't know if I love it as much as other people love it. So I think I'm also gonna put this in I Fear I Ate This Up because I still really enjoyed it, and I wouldn't put it in I Get the Hype, even though like I do get the hype, but it's like higher than that. It's like I get the hype and I totally agree. So yeah, I Fear I Ate This Up. And I haven't finished the series yet. I haven't read the 2 most recent books. So I'm 2 books behind. But I do intend to read them, and I do really like the series. Then we have The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. Okay, this one is gonna go and change my brain chemistry for sure. I think this is for sure one of my favorite series I've ever read, which is sad that there's only 2 books. So it just made the cut. We don't know if we're ever gonna get book 3. I really pray that we do one day. But yeah, The Name of the Wind and The Wise Man's Fear is the second book. I love these books so much. The prose is so beautiful. I actually really like the audiobooks. If you want to try giving it a listen, I really like the audiobooks. It does physically pain me that we might not get the 3rd book because I love these first 2 so much. And Kvothe is like probably one of my favorite written fictional characters I've ever read. He's just so interesting to read anyway. I'm gonna try to not talk too much about all these series because otherwise this video is gonna be like incredibly long. But yeah, Name of the Wind changed my brain chemistry. I love these books so much. Next we have Butcher and Blackbird. This is the, what's it called? What's the series called? Does it say? The Ruinous Love Trilogy. I forgot. Yeah, the Ruinous Love Trilogy. Butcher and Blackbird is the first book. I have mixed feelings about this series. Okay, I really liked Butcher and Blackbird, which is the first book, but I didn't really love books 2 and 3. So overall, I think I'm gonna put it in I Get the Hype, because it's better than It Was Fine, because I did really like the first book, and books 2 and 3 weren't bad either. Like, I think I gave them 3 stars, so I Get the Hype, and I do like this series, but it's not my favorite. Like, if it was just Butcher and Blackbird that we're talking about, I would put it in I Fear I Ate This Up, but because I'm trying to think about all 3 books and the trilogy as a whole, I'll put it in I Get the Hype. Okay, then we have Behind the Net, which is the first book in the Vancouver Storm series. This is a hockey romance series that I absolutely adore. I've talked about this book series on my channel because I've recently read Gloves Off and The Wild Card, which are part of the series. And I think I'm gonna put this one in, yeah, I'm gonna put it in Would Sell My Soul for this series. Let me move it. Okay. I'm putting it in Would Sell My Soul for this series because I would sell my soul for this series. I really love this series. I think I'm a sucker for found family, and the found family in this series is just so good. So yeah, and I love a good hockey romance book series. I think this is honestly one of my favorites. I have another one on here that I'm going to talk about that is probably my favorite hockey romance series, so we'll get to that one at some point in this video. But yeah, for this one, I think I'm going to put Would Sell My Soul for this series. And if you haven't read Vancouver Storm series and you like hockey romance, definitely read it. It's so good. Okay, then we have Powerless. This is tricky because I have very mixed feelings about the Powerless trilogy. I think I'm gonna put it in It Was Fine. I really liked the first book, and honestly I liked the second book. I didn't like the third book really as much, and same with the most recent novella, Fearful. I didn't love it. Yeah, I feel like the trilogy as a whole, when I think about it, I want to put it in It Was Fine, but I did really like Powerless. I will say the banter in this trilogy is so good, and I do really like Peyton and Kai as a romance, but yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm feeling right now. I'm just gonna go based off of my current feelings, so that's where I'm putting it. I'm putting Powerless and It Was Fine. Question mark. See, there's question marks because I'm not like 100% sure. Then we have Collide. This is the first book in the Off the Ice series. This is another hockey romance series. This one, okay, it's kind of tricky because I gave Collide 4 stars and then I gave the second book 3 stars, but then Revolve, let me see, yeah, I gave Revolve 5 stars. I absolutely love that book so much, and because I love that book so much, I feel like I need to put this a little bit higher. So I'm gonna put it in I Fear I Ate This Up. I'm probably gonna say this a lot, especially for the interconnected standalone series, because it's kind of hard because you're judging a whole series based off of kind of a bunch of standalones. If we were talking about Revolve, that would be going in Would Sell My Soul probably, but the series as a whole so far, I Fear I Ate This Up. That's where I'm going with it. Okay, next we have the Off Campus series. I'm like super hype about Off Campus right now because of the TV show. As I film this, the TV show isn't out yet, but I think when this video goes up, it will be out. So future me is probably binging it right now. But where am I gonna put this? Okay, I read this a really long time ago as well, so I'm gonna go based off of how I felt at the time. I really love the characters so much. Like I said, I'm a sucker for found family, and these hockey romance series are really good at found family. So I think I'm gonna put Would Sell My Soul for this series for Off Campus because yeah, it just has a special place in my heart, you know? This was actually the first hockey romance series that I've ever read, and I was obsessed. Let's just say I was obsessed. So yeah, Would Sell My Soul for this series. That feels right. Okay, then we have The Graham Effect, which is kind of fitting, going after actually very fitting, going after the Off Campus series. This is the Campus Diaries series. It's Elle Kennedy's newer generation hockey romance series. I'm really enjoying it. I have Goodreads open right next to my tier list because I read these books a long time ago and I can't remember what I rated all of them. Okay, so basically I gave The Graham Effect 4 stars, The Dixon Rule 4 stars, and The Charlie Method 3 stars. I have really been liking these books though. I feel like I have been enjoying them. Do I put it in I Fear I Ate This Up? Yeah, why not? I Fear I Ate This Up. It's kind of nice seeing like all the off-campus characters again in this series, but also I have been really liking the romances. Okay, then we have Lights Out. I have not read the newest book in this series. What's it called? Into Darkness series. So there's Lights Out, Caught Up, and Game On. I have not read Game On yet, but I have read Lights Out and Caught Up. And now this one is kind of sad because I devoured Lights Out. But then the second book, Caught Up, I did not like it really. I gave it 2 stars. So I think I'm gonna have to put it in I Get the Hype because I totally do get the hype for the first book. I was part of the hype for the first book, but the second book kind of dragged my overall rating of the trilogy. Okay, then we have God of Malice. This is the Legacy of Gods series by Rena Kent. This one I have complicated feelings about as well. I haven't actually finished it. I haven't read the last book that came out, but low-key I kind of wanted to because I'm like, I read all these books, so I might as well read the last one. Can you guys let me know if the last book in the Legacy of God series is duet narrated on audio? Because if it's duet narrated, I might listen to the audiobook and complete the series, but otherwise I'm not gonna finish the series. So either I'm gonna put this in It Was Fine or Life's Too Short. I'll put it in It Was Fine for now because I don't know. Yeah, let me know if the last book is duet narrated because then I might actually listen to it. We'll see. But yeah, I don't know. Some of the books in this series I liked, some of them I didn't really like. My feelings are very mixed, so I feel like I'm gonna put it in It Was Fine for now. Oh, I put Say You'll Remember Me in here, but I haven't even read the second book yet. I think I intended to read the second book when I had preemptively made this tier list, but things happen and I haven't read it yet, so I can't actually count this one yet. I literally have The Night We Met on my bookshelf right now, but I haven't gotten to it yet, so ignore this one. Can I delete it? Okay, I tried to remove that book and I was too scared to mess things up, so we're just gonna ignore it. It did reshuffle all the images of the books, so they are in a different order now, I believe, but that's okay. So You'll Remember Me is right here. We're just gonna ignore it. Moving on. Next we have The Alloy of Law. This is part of Mistborn Era 2. It's the second Mistborn trilogy. I really liked this one. I think I'm gonna put it in I Fear I Ate This Up. I love Brandon Sanderson's books so much. We'll be seeing a lot more of Brandon Sanderson in this video at some point. I'm not gonna talk too much about Mistborn Era 2. It's like a Western fantasy vibe, which is really cool, and I really liked it. Okay, then we have the Chestnut Springs series. This is another one that's kind of tricky. I have the Chestnut Springs series literally above me over there, so I can look at it for reference. Yeah, it was Hopeless. Hopeless was my least favorite, and that was the most recent one. I didn't really like it very much. I think I'm gonna put it in I Fear I Ate This Up when I'm thinking about the series as a whole, because some of these books I rated lower, some of these books I rated pretty high, like Powerless and Reckless, I think I rated really high. I don't know, I read this series a while ago as well. So yeah, I'm gonna put it in I Fear I Ate This Up because when I think about the series as a whole, I have very positive feelings toward it, and I remember really enjoying the series as a whole, but I did have a couple books in there that were not my favorites. Like I think Flawless and actually, yeah, the first and last book in the series I think were my least favorites. But yeah, I'm putting it there for now. I love the vibe. I need more cowboy romance series in my life. This is the only one I've read and I really liked it, so I definitely need to get on that. More cowboy romance. Next we have Shatter Me. Okay, Past Me would put it in Would Sell My Soul for this series. Current Me, I think I want to put it in I Fear I Ate This Up. I should go based on how I felt when I read it, right? This was the series that got me back into reading, so it has a special place in my heart. So maybe I should put it in Would Sell My Soul for the series. Like I feel like if I were to read it now, I might not love it as much as I loved it at the time because it has such a special place in my heart and it's what got me back into reading. So I'm very grateful for this series. I think I'll put it in Would Sell My Soul for the series. Okay, then we have A Game of Thrones. This is the A Song of Ice and Fire series, obviously. I'm gonna put it in I Fear I Ate This Up. I'm gonna put it in I Fear I Ate This Up because I did really enjoy it. I would say like I didn't love it as much as other people loved it because it's kind of complicated. I mean, if you've watched the show, you can see how it would be complicated. There are a lot of characters, a lot of politics and stuff going on, but the series as a whole I did really like. So yeah, that's where I'm gonna put it. Next we got Binding 13. This is the Boys of Tommen series. I think I'm gonna put this in I Get the Hype, and like, don't yell at me in the comments. I know people absolutely love this series and I did enjoy it. I haven't read the last book yet and I actually have the physical copy, so I will be reading it soon, hopefully. I did like the series as a whole. I just think it might have been a bit overhyped for me. And so I remember like when I was reading it, I was a little bit let down, especially on specific books, you know? But I totally get the hype. Like I get why people absolutely love this series. I get why it's people's favorite series. It's just not my favorite, and that's okay. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it in I Get the Hype. Okay, then we have Quicksilver and Brimstone is the second book, which I have read, so I can include it in this video. I think I'm gonna put it in... Okay, I gave both books did I give both books 5 stars? Okay, I gave Quicksilver 5 stars and Brimstone 4 stars. I think I'm gonna put it in I Fear I Ate This Up because it's not at this Would Sell My Soul for This series level yet for me, but I can foresee it getting there in the future with the next books. So for now, it's in I Fear I Ate This Up, but it could go higher based on what happens in the next books. Okay, then we have Assassin's Apprentice. I'm gonna put this in I Get the Hype as well. I think this one just wasn't for me, but I totally get why people would love it. And Robin Hobb is an amazing author. I totally recognize that. I feel like it was kind of slow for me. And so it kind of dragged a little bit, and that made it a little difficult for me to enjoy it as much as I wished I would have enjoyed it. But I did read the whole trilogy, and so yeah, I'm gonna put it in I Get the Hype. I think it just wasn't for me. Then we have The Kiss of Deception. What was the series called again? Oh my god, I read this one so long ago. The Remnant Chronicles. This is the prequel to Dance of Thieves and Vow of Thieves. I'm gonna put it in It Was Fine, but just know I read this a very long time ago, so I don't really remember exactly how I felt when I read it. Okay, Shades of Magic. I'm putting this one in I Fear I Ate This Up. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite series that I've ever read, but I really enjoyed it. Okay, next we have City of Bones. So we've made it to the Mortal Instruments series, and I'm gonna put it in I Get the Hype or I Fear I Ate This Up. I'm gonna put it in I Get the Hype. It wasn't my favorite of Cassandra Clare's series. I think I definitely preferred the trilogies over the Mortal Instruments. However, I do remember like 1 or 2 of them I gave 5 stars, but then others I didn't really enjoy very much. So I think I'm just gonna put it in I Get the Hype to like even it out. I think it's so fun though how Cassandra Clare's Shadowhunters Chronicles connect like throughout the different series. Like I read it in the whole like recommended reading order, which I know there are several different recommended reading orders, but I can share the one that I read. If anyone's interested, let me know. So yeah, I really liked that aspect of it too, and I think it made the Mortal Instruments more enjoyable because you're recognizing characters from other series that you've read. But yeah, I'm gonna put it in I Get the Hype because some of the books I didn't love. Okay, consequently we have Lady Midnight next, which is the Dark Artifices. Why don't I know how to pronounce that word all of a sudden? It sounded weird when I said it. Anyway, I'm gonna put this one in also I Fear I Ate This Up because like I said, I preferred the trilogies over the Mortal Instruments as a whole. Okay, The Cruel Prince I read a really long time ago as well. This was also when I was just getting back into reading, but I really loved it. So I am gonna put it in I Fear I Ate This Up. The Hunger Games is next, and I'm gonna put it in I Fear I Ate This Up. I actually was super late to the Hunger Games train because I didn't read it when I was younger for some reason. I read it a few years ago and I really enjoyed it. Caraval, okay, this is also one that I read a really long time ago. Okay, we're getting to some really old ones now. I did really like it when I read it. Yeah, Caraval, I'm gonna put in I Fear I Ate This Up because I really did eat it up when I read it the first time. Okay, Renegades, I really liked this one. Would I sell my soul for it? No. Oh my god, so many of these are going in I Fear I Ate This Up, but it is what it is. I really liked Renegades. It's like a sci-fi superhero kind of vibe. So yeah, if you haven't read Renegades, You definitely should read it. It was super fun. It was a super fun read. Truly Devious. This is a murder mystery series. I'm gonna put it in It Was Fine because I feel like I didn't love it. Okay, then we have the Mind F series. I read it super fast because it's like a bunch of mini books, but then you can like read them as one book. Yeah, this was a really cool concept for a book. It's super dark, but it's super fun. So I did really like it. Oh, okay, now we have Beartown. I've been waiting for this one because this one changed my brain chemistry. Where are we? This one changed my brain chemistry. This is definitely one of the best series I've ever read. Beartown was actually the first book I read by Frederick Bachman, and I gave all 3 books 5 stars, and then I proceeded to read every other book he's ever written and gave almost all of those 5 stars. So he quickly became one of my favorite authors, and the Beartown trilogy just has such a special place in my heart. I love it so much. I can't remember the last time I cried so much reading a book. Changed my brain chemistry for sure. The Chase. This is the Briar U series. Let me see my ratings. One second. Okay, I gave The Chase 3 stars, The Risk 5 stars, The Play 4 stars, The Dare 3 stars. So I guess I should put it in I Fear I Ate This Up. I feel like that's what it would average out as. Yeah, putting it there. The Poppy War. I'm putting it in Sell My Soul. It's crazy. It's a crazy trilogy. Summer I Turned Pretty is gonna go in It Was Fine. Didn't love it. Loved the show. Okay, now we have Skyward. This is Brandon Sanderson's sci-fi series, and I did eat it up. I really like the characters. I'm not a huge sci-fi girl, but I did like this one a lot. And it's Brandon Sanderson. He's one of my favorite authors, so of course I'm gonna love anything he writes. Shadow and Bone. We're like really throwing it back now. I did eat it up when I read it. I know it's not everyone's favorite, but I really, really loved it when I read it, so I'm gonna put it there. And I'm really sad the show got canceled. Flock. I'm sorry, but I didn't really like it very much. So I am putting it in Why Did I Finish This? Because I probably did not need to read the whole thing, and I would have been totally fine if I had DNF'd it. Okay, then we have A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I really liked A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I felt iffy about the show. Let me know if you've watched the show, but I really like the books, so I fear I ate this up. Now we have 86. Yeah, that's going in I Ate This Up too. My goodness gracious. I'm still reading the 86 series. I'm reading the light novels. I watched the anime and it quickly became one of my favorite anime that I've ever watched in my life. And so I was really sad when we didn't get another season, but I was like, I'm gonna continue the story because I love these characters so much. So I bought the light novels and I'm actually currently reading volume 8 right now, and I really like the series. Okay, Harry Potter. We don't talk about the author. That being said, it has just like such a special place in my heart. I love Harry Potter so much. Yeah, it has to go and change my brain chemistry. It just has to. I recently went to London last year and I did the Harry Potter studio tour, and it was just so cool. Like it was so cool to see all the props and the sets and everything. And so yeah, let me know if you've been to the studio tour because it's just super cool. Yeah, I love Harry Potter. We don't talk about the author, but I love Harry Potter. Okay, next we got Crescent City by Sarah J Maas. It took us a while to get to Sarah J Maas, but here we are. I definitely am putting this one in Would Sell My Soul for the series, because actually for the longest time House of Earth and Blood was my favorite book, so yes, that's where that's going. And Sarah J Maas is one of my favorite authors. Okay, Percy Jackson. I'm gonna put it in I Get the Hype because I totally do get the hype. I get why people love Percy Jackson, and I did have a fun time reading it. However, I think I would have enjoyed it a lot more if I read it when I was younger. Okay, then we have Zodiac Academy. We're not gonna talk about it. I'm just gonna put it here and we're not gonna talk about it. I almost would put it in Would Sell My Soul for the series because I love it so much. I like could not stop reading them and they're so long. I didn't really like the last one, honestly, but I liked every other book in the series. But yeah, the writing is kind of iffy in my opinion. So that's why I wouldn't put it in Would Sell My Soul for it. Okay, now we have Daughter of No Worlds, and I'm gonna put this in I Get the Hype. I didn't love this trilogy as much as I wanted to love it. Like, I heard such good things and I was really excited to read it, and I did enjoy it, but it just wasn't my favorite, you know? Defy the Night. I really liked Defy the Night. I'm gonna put it in I Fear I Ate This Up also. I really, really liked it though. And if you haven't read Defy the Night, I highly recommend it. It's very good. fantasy romantasy trilogy. The Atlas Six, I'm gonna put it in It Was Fine. I didn't love it, honestly. ACOTAR, yeah, ACOTAR is going in Change My Brain Chemistry. Is there really more to say about that one? Like, I'm obsessed. The Inheritance Games, I ate it up. I know people have mixed feelings about the Inheritance Games, and I don't know, I loved it. Okay, From Blood and Ash, I DNF'd it. I did indeed DNF From Blood and Ash. For some reason, the more I read the series, the less I liked the books. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. I don't know. Okay, The Prison Healer though, that is Would Sell My Soul. It's actually one of my favorite series I've read, but I'm trying to be picky with Change My Brain Chemistry, but like it could have gone there. The Found Family, guys. The Found Family in this trilogy is just, oh my gosh, I love it so much. And the romance is so good. Super good trilogy if you haven't read it. Once Upon a Broken Heart, I'm gonna put in I Fear I Ate This Up. Jackson Evangeline, that's all there is to say. Same with Empire of the Vampire, I'm also putting that in I Fear I Ate This Up. This is a crazy trilogy, guys. If you haven't read it, it's not a romantasy trilogy, it's a dark fantasy. A lot of like morally complex characters, a lot of crazy things that happen. It's a very dark world, but it's really well written, and Jay Kristoff did a really good job with this trilogy. I really liked it. I recently finished it. I recently read the third book, and yeah, it was crazy. So This Woven Kingdom is another one I'm currently reading. I read the first two books a while ago, and then I don't know why I waited so long to read the third book, and I really liked the third book, and so now I'm hoping to read the fourth book soon, like very soon, like this month. So I'm gonna put it in I Fear I Ate This Up because I'm really liking them. Like, I think I've given them 4 stars. I think I maybe gave one book 3 stars, but I've heard really good things about Every Spiral of Fate, so I'm really hoping that one also is gonna be like 4 stars or above. Okay, Corrupt. I was so excited to read the Devil's Night series because I had heard so many things about it. However, did I love it? Not really. Okay, then we have The Will of the Many. I'm literally gonna put this one in Would Sell My Soul for now, but based on how this is going, it could end up in Change My Brain Chemistry based on whatever happens in the next book. So this is a really, really good series. I'm really enjoying it. I gave The Will of the Many and The Strength of the Few both 5 stars. So Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. I love Abby Jimenez so much. I love her books. And I'm gonna put this in I Fear I Ate This Up. These are interconnected standalones. I think I've genuinely liked every single Abby Jimenez book I've read. That's why I'm super excited to read The Night We Met. So I preemptively put Say You'll Remember Me on this list, but I have not gotten to it yet. Don't Let Me Fall. I DNF'd this series. You know from this video that I love a good hockey romance. However, this one was not for me. I think it was the writing that was throwing me off when I read it, but yeah, something was just not working for me, so I DNF'd it. Then we have, oh my god, The Book of Azriel, another one I DNF'd. Listen, I totally get why people would like The Book of Azriel. I loved the characters. I really liked the first book. I listened to the first book on graphic audio, and I really, really, really liked it. But then I read the second book and I didn't love it. There was a lot of flashbacks and like a lot of random POV switches that were throwing me off. And then I started reading the third book because I was like, I still really want to know what happens because I really like the characters and stuff. But I ended up DNFing the third book because I wasn't feeling it. Okay, we've made it to the Playing for Keeps series. This is the hockey romance series I was talking about at the beginning of this video. This changed my brain chemistry all the way up here. I think this is my all-time favorite hockey romance series that I've ever read. I just love the characters so much. I was so sad when I read the last book and finished it because I wanted more, and I miss the characters so much that I might have to do a reread because I love it. The Housemaid, I DNF'd this. The first book I liked. The second book I did not really like. It just felt unnecessary, and so then I stopped reading the series. Serpent and the Wings of Night, I'm gonna put it in I Fear I Ate This Up. I have my favorites and I have my least favorites, but overall, if I were to consider this series as a whole, I am really, really enjoying it. Okay, Windy City. I did not like Mile High, to be honest with you, but I have loved every single other one, and I plan to read Play Along. Hopefully this month I get to it because I'm really excited. Fourth Wing. Okay. If I'm going based off of how I felt when I read Fourth Wing, I would put it in Would Sell My Soul for this series. You know what? Yeah, I know some people don't really like Fourth Wing, but I really, really like it. I'm just gonna be honest. Okay, Icebreaker. I didn't love Icebreaker. I gave it 3 stars, but then the second book I loved, and I think I gave it 4 stars or like 4.5 or something like that. I remember really resonating with the male main character in that one. And then Daydream was the third one, and I didn't love it as much. So I'm gonna put it in I Get the Hype, because it's definitely better than It Was Fine, but I did not eat up all the books. I ate up the second book, but I don't know if I ate up the first and third book. So Twisted Love by Anna Huang. Why did I finish this? That's where I'm putting that one. I know people love this one too, so please don't come at me in the comments. I didn't really like Twisted Love. I did really like Twisted Games, which is the second book. That one I gave 4 stars, but then I didn't really like the other ones much after that either. So I probably could have DNF'd it, to be honest, and but I didn't. So here we are. The Naturals, I'm gonna put in I Get the Hype. I don't know why I didn't like this one more. It's like right up my alley, but for some reason I didn't like it as much as I thought I was going to like it. I couldn't even tell you why, to be honest. I couldn't even tell you why I didn't like it as much as other people did. I wish I could have, but I totally get the hype. Okay, we've made it back to, we're gonna ignore that one. Mistborn is going in Would Sell My Soul for this series. Like I said, love Brandon Sanderson's books, and Mistborn is the first Brandon Sanderson book I've ever read, and I love this trilogy so much. But yeah, I love the magic system in this trilogy. It's super unique and interesting, and yeah, love Mistborn. This is definitely a good place to start if you want to start reading Brandon Sanderson's books and get into the Cosmere. I highly recommend starting with Mistborn. It's a very good place to start. Clockwork Angel, this is the Infernal Devices trilogy, part of the Shadowhunters Chronicles. I did eat this up. I'm putting it in, I fear I ate this up. I don't know if I would sell my soul for any of these trilogies that I talked about, but I definitely really loved them. I remember really enjoying the Infernal Devices when I read it. There are so many, and I fear I ate this up. Oh, but then we have The Way of Kings, which is the first book in the Stormlight Archive, and that one is 100% going in Changed My Brain Chemistry. This is one of my favorite series of all time, for sure. I love the Stormlight Archive. It's super long, the books are massive, but it's so worth it. The journey that you're brought on with these books, and like the characters are so good, they're so well written. The character development and like the character arcs are really interesting to read. The magic is super cool. The plot twists are crazy. Definitely in Changed My Brain Chemistry. This is a series I would love to reread if it wasn't so long, but I might honestly do it anyway. Okay, then we have Throne of Glass, which that's the last one. Throne of Glass is the last one, so we're ending it off on a high note because Throne of Glass also changed my brain chemistry. I think if I were ranking, it would be like Throne of Glass and Stormlight Archive are definitely my top 2. Throne of Glass as a whole, when you look at the whole series, oh my gosh, the amount of times I cried reading that series is not even funny. There's not much else to say on that. Definitely changed my brain chemistry. And that's the last one because I did not read The Night We Met yet, unfortunately. Yeah, wow. That's all of them. I feel happy with this. I feel like it makes sense. There are the least in Change My Brain Chemistry, Why Did I Finish This, and Life's Too Short. Yeah, I feel like this is pretty accurate. I feel like I did a good job. Okay, we're done. Wow. I feel like this is gonna be a really long video. I had a lot of fun filming this one. It was really fun to look back on all of the series I've read. But yeah, let me know if you've read any of these series and if your opinions align with mine or if they're completely different than mine. I want to know either way. I think it's so fun how people can read the same book and have totally different opinions on it. Like, I just think that's so cool because it shows how much your life experiences shape your opinions on books and the things you read. So yeah, let me know. I hope you enjoyed this video. I had fun filming it. I definitely want to do another tier ranking video sometime in the future. So if you liked this, let me know and give me some ideas on other tier rankings you'd like me to make. Maybe you've got some good series recommendations out of this. I hope you did. But yeah, that brings us to the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed. Please consider giving it a like and subscribing if you did enjoy it, and I will see you in the next video.